Taurus, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to your July 2021 reading. So Taurus, what a July is going to be for you. And I say that because I feel that a lot of you have a lot going on, but there's also a major decision that I feel a lot of you are going to be making. But before we do that, I just like to say, the energies for you this month is to do with, how you communicate, because the sun's in Cancer, which is in your third house. So this is how you communicate, whether it's with your siblings, writing, speaking, any type of communication is going to be very prevalent to you this month. And they can feel that this month there's some like frustrations going on because you want things to move in a way that will make you very comfortable. Excuse the noise, sorry. But yeah, you want to move in a way that is extremely comfortable for you, but there can be lots of blockages, stops and starts, miscommunication happening. But still, you're going to definitely persevere because that's the person that you are. I also feel for you Tauruses, especially when it comes to communication, there's going to be an energy of seriousness to, any type of situation that's going on. Maybe it's because Uranus is in your sign. You've changed a lot, from between, I always go back to like January till now because a lot has happened. And, especially because, Saturn's in your 10th house, there's a lot of energy that is concerning when it comes to your your career and how your status is going. So the month of July is sort of bringing a lot of things to home. And the first week, I do feel is there's something hidden that's going on. There's an energy that you are, it's not necessarily being secretive, but there's something brewing. There's also something that you may not be saying at the moment. You could be actually working on something. It could be something creative, or it could be, it's just something that is really close to you. But there's also a serious tone to this. You have the High Priestess card, and this is about, connecting to yourself spiritually, but it's also a mysterious card. So there's something mysterious going on within you, and you may have spoken about this. It could be to your siblings, it could be to people that are close to you, or, you may have just said keeping things to yourself. Listen to your intuition because it won't let you down. And I feel that sometimes I do feel that you may not trust the process. You may not trust what's going on because there's an energy that a lot is actually changing. So, if you feel like this stirring energy, especially the first week of July, this stirring energy that something's amiss, something is changing, or, there's things that you want to do that you're keeping to yourself because you're quite cautious. You don't want anything to go wrong. Trust. And trust that things will actually go right. So the card you have is integrity, and this is about aligning your actions so that they match your values and inner knowingness of what is actually right for you. So it's this, the first week is about matching your words to your matching what you're doing, and having integrity in it. So whatever you are going to be, whatever is envisioned, or whatever is actually happening, or whatever you feel is going to actually happen, have strong conviction in it, Taurus. Because there's nothing really to be not scared of, but nothing to be thinking that anything's going to be going wrong. I feel the first week is you're going a bit within, because there's something brewing, there's something that you are not telling people, there's something your intuition is saying, and you may not be saying it. So and if you find it quite hard to actually say what you want to say, this will probably be a great time to actually, even write it down, because you've got a lot of third house action. Your second week is, I feel the second week, I think whatever has transpired in the first week, there's an energy of, a bit of worry. But this, you got the Five of Pentacles, and this is to do with like, loss, huge loss. But this, I feel this might be like a spiritual loss as well. You might be keeping like your finances very close to your chest. This could be to do with finances as well, Taurus. But I feel this is more like a spiritual loss. You don't, and the thing is, when you are losing something spiritually, other things can actually be lost as well. So that could be, it could be money, it could be a loss in a relationship as well. But there might be not this big connection, because in the first week you have, you feel something stirring and changing, but the second week you might feel very lost. So this card is saying about releasing. It's about releasing. Work with, any of your guides, whether, someone that you're really close with, and they'll help you let go of what no longer serve you for your purpose. So if this is concerning finances, Tauruses, I feel it is because of like Uranus being in your sign. So the way you're actually viewing money is actually changing, and this can make a lot of you feel very uneasy. You may not feel as grounded. But if it is to do in like a love relationship, or something to do in work, or even spiritually, it can actually spread across the board in what is happening in your life. So if it's to do with love, then you'll find that, you're worrying about money. If it's to do with money, you're finding that you're not connecting to love. And if it's a combination of all, you'll find you're not really connecting to your heart. So the second week is asking you to like just, release. Don't worry, because things will actually turn out the way it actually should. And, sort of try to go with the process, because things change every day. And, breathe as well. Try and find time to like spend time by yourself and just try to relax. The third week, you have the King of Swords, and this is showing, this is a mind card. The third week, I feel that there's the energy of seriousness. And this is, I feel like, there might be something happening at work, and there might be a huge change that a lot of you are going. There's a huge change, and there might be an uncomfortable time as well. There also may be with you, Tauruses, that, you may be called to do something that may or may not be serious, but still at the same time, this is about using like the logical side of you, like the grounded logical side of you, in order to get your point across. And it is, I do feel for a lot of you Tauruses that because I do feel a lot of you Tauruses are in this, there's a seriousness to you, there's a serious mode to you. And there's also this energy that you're going to be having to think very quickly during the third week. The third week is about thinking very quickly. And this also could be, it does feel like it's concerning like a work situation, but it could be your home. It also could be to do with any work you're doing, any type of learning you're doing. Whatever you're going to be doing the third week, you're going to be taking it extremely seriously. You're not going to be wanting to miss a beat, because the third house is ruled by Gemini, and it can make the brain things just go really fast and rapid. But you're going to be taking your time, because I feel the third week is showing you that, you may be, I feel it is to do with work, but it also is to do something that is important, so you may be called on to, whether it's to like go over some type of contracts, or go over some type of anything that's really important, actually, that calls for like mental steely agility. you are going to be doing this, Taurus. But be just, just be mindful it doesn't cause you any type of like stress and worry as well. Going back to the second week, just be mindful, because the King of Swords, it's about strength and authority. And if you are being called to do this important task, Taurus, it is because, basically it's because that, you're actually good for the job, but also work with what you actually, your strengths are as well. Don't take on anything, because the third week, it can also feel that you can take on too much. And it's not that you're not experienced in it, it's just that it's just too much, because people think that you are actually good at everything. So they might be piling more work on you. So even though the third week is to do with like, people wanting you to be signing things, talking about things, something of importance, know your limits so you don't get stressed. And you have the law of attraction cards, or whatever, you may have wanted to be, you may have anticipated all of this to come. You may have been waiting for this, especially because we had the Mercury retrograde. These papers that have come, or something of importance, could be legal, it could be anything, but something is very important. You may have been wanting this to happen, and now it's actually happened. So that's why, when it says a law of attraction, whatever you think about, it can actually come. And the month of July is actually a law of attraction, because your mind is going to be very powerful this month. The last week, it feels like things will slow down for you, Taurus, but still, this is going to be, I feel that anything that you have actually envisioned or wanted is definitely going to come now. And this could actually be a new job, Taurus. This could be a new job. This could be like a new position. But also, this is about, things that you've enjoyed. I feel the end of the month, the sun goes into Leo, which is in your fourth house. Yeah. So there can be, because Leo squares you, there can be some type of, not some type of, but it can feel like there's some frustration or a bit of an annoyingness coming when it's concerning like your home, because when it comes to like the home situation, you may want things neat or look in a certain way, but you are very busy as well. So that's why you want things quite ordered. So you may be pushing your energies into being ordered. You may be pushing your energies also to, make sure everything is fine around you, so you don't have to really deal with it. So the last week you have like the Knight of Wands, and it is showing you things will actually work in the way you actually want it, because you are coming off of a high mind manifestation. So if you put your mind to anything, you can actually have it as well, because the Knight of Wands is to do with like messages and anything that's about traveling. So you could actually be hearing things, and it actually brings good news. So I do think it could be actually a new job, Taurus. I do feel, or it could be something you've always wanted to do. It could be like some type of project you wanted to do. It could also be something that you've really been passionate about. You could actually hear news about it now. And I feel that it has been a while since you've had a lot of good news, Taurus, because you've been working so hard. This could also be concerning someone that you work with, a boss. They could be leaving your business. If you work for people, the business could be changing. Or if you work for yourself, people, they might get more like orders, or new clients. Something to do with that, Taurus, I feel. But it's gonna be, the ending's gonna be good. But you do, I feel that there may be a little bit of frustrations. So this card is saying clear yourself. So it's asking you to release any like toxic energies that you may have absorbed. So I feel the end of the month, sorry, you're going to be, there feels like there's going to be like a sigh of relief that everything you've been through from the beginning, because even from the beginning, there was feelings and thoughts that were coming up within you, and You know, you may or may not have told people, but this could actually have manifested. So, you know, the ending of the week, you know, it manifested. It may not have been the way you wanted it, but it manifested. So you also have to keep yourself away from toxic things, like toxic thought, even yourself having toxic thoughts like, oh, this what this could happen, that could happen. No, just sort of revel in like the glad tidings that is actually happening to you, because you deserve it, Taurus. You know, you're having it quite hard, especially that the squares to like Uranus in your sign, you know. So you know, you've gone through a lot, and you know, it's always good towards the end when things actually work out for you. So Taurus, that was your July 2021 reading. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you enjoyed the reading as well. You know, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and check out Empath Butterflies Tarot, who does readings, general and love for all the signs, and check out Nata for Days, and who's a journalist who does interviews with people who are navigating their way during the pandemic. So thank you very much, Taurus, and have a lovely July, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.